Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I am Amabel.
and welcome to the distant past of 1998.
Are you even alive then?
I was very alive then. I joke, but the game is legitimately older than a pretty significant portion of my audience. Um, this is Thief. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play through the old Thief trilogy, the original Thief trilogy, because I never got very far in these games, and I would like to, and I think that they occupy an interesting place in gaming history. And as we all know, when we're in history lesson mode, we have to bring Amabel along. Amabel, our history genius.
Oh no.
This is an area of history that perhaps you are not so familiar with. So, Thief
Video
is
games of the 90s?
well, PC games.
Okay.
Thief was put out by Looking Glass Studios, as you can see there at the top. Looking Glass Studios was at the time helmed by basically all of the people who are responsible for creating the immersive sim. And honestly, all of the people who are responsible for creating most of the individual entries in that genre. Because even like the guy who headed the Prey project and the guy who headed Dishonored 2 were like on this team at various points during the sort of like Looking Glass Ion Storm era. Now, whether this game itself is an immersive sim, I think is up for argument. There are some people who will tell you that like the genre really starts for real at System Shock 2, which would come out the year after this. Some people will tell you, you could maybe scale it as far back as Ultima Underworld, and if Ultima Underworld is an ImSim, then maybe Thief is. But Thief has some of the sort of critical technology that the genre that would form the basis of the genre tied up in it. As far as I'm aware, Thief is the first game with where light and darkness affected the idea of the AI's ability to see you. It's the first game to use sound in a bunch of the sort of like environmental ways that have become core to the immersive sim. So whether or not this is one of those games itself, it is certainly like critically important to that lineage.
Okay, so my framework right now,
Yeah.
all I know about an immersive sim is that the computer uses light or darkness to see if it can see you, and the sound is used in an environmental way.
Okay, hold on a second. She's playing dumb for the audience to upset me. You sat through a playthrough of Prey. You know what an immersive sim is.
Well, I sat through someone playing Prey.
Yeah.
It was not. I'm not sure if it showed off the genre all that well.
All right. Well, in my defense, we're not talking about me. Before. So I've used a mod here, tfix, to make this basically functional on my computer, but I tried to prevent it from making changes in as many places as possible. So we should still be running with basically like the old textures and meshes for everything. Things are going to look real 1998 up in here. But before we get into the actual game part, there's this very important intro. You wouldn't want to play the game without knowing the story, obviously. So here we go. Here's that.
The Eidos.
Yes. Eidos was a publishing house that used to exist. I don't think Eidos is around anymore. So the Thief lore is actually quite complex. It gets pretty intricate by the end of the third game, is my impression.
Okay.
And I don't remember any of it. So this is as much for my benefit as for anyone else's. And of course, everybody's monitor would have been 4x3 back in the day, so.
How would you describe this music?
This is like semi-industrial club dance music. This is some Matrix shit right here.
Okay. Is there a lot of dancing in this game?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, sick. Got an arrow in the neck.
Don't you be defying that tree.
Tree law.
We take tree law very seriously. You know, listen, it's just kind of in our nature to be irreverent, to sit here and kind of like be jokey jokes about this. When I was 13 when this game came out, when I got it, that shit would have blown my hair to the back of the room at that time. I was so amped to play this. And then I'm going to tell you, you know what happened?
What?
I started playing it and I was like way into the systems and stuff. And then I am loath to admit this, but I'm going to do it. It got too scary for me. I got too scared to keep playing it.
Do you remember the moment where you got too scared?
I do, and I will point it out when we get to it.
Oh, awesome. I like that very
I do. I have a very clear memory of it, actually. Oh, all right, so options. There's a difficulty setting somewhere in here, and I don't remember. Wait, where's the difficulty control? Well, never mind. Maybe it's later. It was in the options menu before I installed tfix. Maybe they did something to it. There's definitely a difficulty in here where you lose if you kill any guards. We're not going to play on that difficulty. That was what I was trying to make sure that we weren't on that one. Okay, here we go. I think hard is okay. I think it's on expert. You lose if you kill any guards. You know what? Let's go ahead and do some training, right? I need to know how to play the game. We have done so little prep for this recording. You have no idea. Obviously, you can't balance the thing that's attached. To embrace a cause, to grow fond or spiteful, is to lose one's balance. So this is like the ideology of the Thieves Guild.
I was a kid. No parents, no home. Running messages and picking pockets to keep my ribs from meeting my spine. One night I saw a man. Folks just passed him by like he wasn't there. I thought he must have something valuable, so I snuck up on him and made a grab.
That's not for you.
Please, sir, I'm hungry. Don't tell the Hammers, I promise.
What is your name, boy?
Garrett.
You have talent, lad.
Let go of me, old man.
To see a keeper is not an easy thing, especially one who does not wish to be seen. We have a need for those as gifted as yourself. If you've grown tired of how you live, then follow me, and we will show you a different way.
Leave me alone.
As you wish.
I caught up with him just before he vanished into the crowd. It was the beginning of a very long education.
Okay, follow the directions of your instructor in order to pass the training tests. Easy.
Welcome, young Garrett. In the nearby rooms, I will instruct you in the various skills you will need to survive.
Oh, I'm gonna have to...
Please stay in the entrance area to each room while I explain the room's purpose. When you are ready to begin your lessons, proceed down this hallway to the first room.
Okay, so, a couple of things real quick. First of all, there was a setting for whether mouse look should always be enabled in the options menu. We're still in that era of PC gaming. I did turn it on, so mouse look is enabled. However, A and D are turn by default. Q and E we have leaning. All right, so you see this, like...
Mm-hmm.
I have sort of a forward and a backward movement. Oh, that's wild. Okay, X is backward. S is walk forward at like a creeping pace. W is walk forward at a normal pace. And then
What?
Z and C are sidestep. But notice the sidestep has this sort of like unusual bob and gait to it. It is
Yeah.
different from forward walking. I'm going to
Okay.
do my level best to play like this for the moment.
So I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that this is why games are designed to be played
You must
with
learn how
analog
to move
sticks.
unseen. Stay in the shadows. Avoid the light. The indicator on your screen will tell you how visible you are. Try to reach the top of the platform without being seen.
Okay, so that gem-like thing in the middle of the screen is my visibility meter. When it is all dark like this, we are well hidden and shadowed. But remember, this is not just they're not just messing around here. This is the first game to do this. They did have to include this in the tutorial.
Well done. I did not see you approach.
Open this door to continue. When the door is near the center of your screen, it will light up, indicating that it is selected. To manipulate selected doors and other objects, use them.
I think it's worth noting that this guy is 100% visible to us while standing in those shadows. I think he's maybe just not real sharp. All right, so mouse 2.
Good.
Hold on.
Proceed down this corridor for your next test.
Hold on. This door has an obvious turning. This is not how this door works. All right, we're going to ignore it. We're going to just keep moving on. We have a map, sort of.
Okay.
Not a Doom style auto map. It's fine. It'll work.
Now you must learn to move quietly. Some surfaces are louder than others when walked upon, and moving quickly makes more noise than moving slowly. Listen to your own footsteps to hear how much noise you are making. The instructor will have his back turned. You must get to the top of the platform without being heard.
So this is where that slow move comes into play too.
Yeah.
But as long as we're on the carpet here, it's not too bad. I'm going to be quiet and listen for the difference. When you're slow walking on a soft surface like this, you produce literally no noise versus fast walking on the surface where you produce just not that much. But these harder surfaces, it's crazy. It's crazy how loud you are on harder surfaces if you are moving at speed. So we're just going to take it real slow up here.
Very good. I did not hear you traverse the room.
So
This
for
door is
comparison,
all right. It will lead you to your next task.
here's full speed movement on the metal floor.
Yeah.
Even slow movement on the metal floor is, it's audible if you're close. So you got to be real careful. This is why you need 9 different movement buttons.
Man, it reminds me of that game Monaco where when I was moving it made so much noise. I wish there had been a slow button for that.
Yeah, if only there had been a way to walk, right?
Now get your
Yeah.
weapons. To pick up objects, select them by centering them on screen until they light up. Then use them. Choose your weapon now. Try readying your sword and then your bow. You can always put them away again if you need your hands free. Now let's go out to the courtyard for some target practice. Ready your bow. Knock an arrow and draw back the string by holding down the attack button. Make sure you draw all the way back, or your shot will not have full power. Take aim, and when you are ready to shoot, release your attack. See if you can hit one of these targets.
And so we have this wonderful aiming reticle.
Right, like you usually have with arrows.
Yeah, the ballistics of the arrow travel actually matter a ton for reasons you will see quickly. Because arrows are not just weapons; they do other important things. Oh my god,
Good shot.
the mouse
Practice if you
sensitivity.
wish. When you are ready to proceed, approach the training dummy and ready your sword.
The mouse sensitivity gets so tight when you are aiming. And because right click is used, there's no iron sights kind of differentiation. It's
Swing
just
at
you
the
are
target
or
and
are
attack
not
with
attacking.
A quick tap will give you a
Okay.
slash. Move the tip of your sword to the left of the target for a left slash, and to the right of the target for a right slash. Hold the attack button down, then release for an overhead swing. Try both slashes and the overhead swing on the practice dummy.
Wait. Oh, you gotta, okay. You have to hold it down for a really long time.
To practice against your partner, enter the cobbled sparring area.
This is wild. Look at how long this charge up is. So I'm starting to hold it now. That's like a second and a half. All right, block is keypad minus. Because we're using a modern version of the game, it's also been bound to mouse 3, which is a thing I have. This is blocking. That's how blocking looks like.
Okay.
You know? You ever used the sword before? It's obviously.
I've never used a sword before. No. Have you? Have you ever held a sword?
Yeah, of course I have. Come on, how could you ask me that? So the thing you might notice is the combat sucks ass. You know why combat sucks ass?
Well done.
Because
If you wish. When you are done, leave the sparring area.
I don't know why.
That's enough sparring for today. Please walk over.
Because
to the
they
table.
don't really want you fighting. This is not that kind of
Okay.
game.
For some refreshment before we move on, young Garrett. Please pick up all of the items on this table. Cycle through your inventory to see the objects you have in your pockets. Once an object is displayed, you may use it.
So you
Have
see down in
something
the
to eat
lower
if you
right?
wish. Then you may proceed. The next test is waiting on the other side of the metal door.
Okay. So use in the environment and use the item that is currently displayed in the corner are the same button. So I just need to keep an eye on that and make
The door
sure.
is locked, but the key from the table will open it. To unlock the door, select the key in your inventory. Center the door on screen until it lights up. Then use
Easy.
the key on the door. Good. Now head down this hallway to get to your next test.
So in order to be able to use objects in the environment, I have to have my empty inventory slot selected. An important thing to remember for the future. All right, I'm kind of getting used to the movement a little bit.
I'm so glad you're playing this and not me. It would be oof.
This is as much run as I have, by the way. This is as fast as it
Now
will
you will
go.
learn new movement skills. First, climb the rope by jumping onto it. Move while looking up or down to climb up or down the rope.
Wait.
Turn to change your facing. If you jump again, you will release the rope. Now climb the rope to get to the top of the platform.
Can you put your sword away, maybe?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Kind of hard to climb this.
Wait.
Can you?
Wait, how do I put my sword away? Hold on. The button that I thought did it, the button I thought I had been told is not doing it. Customize controls. Use item, speed toggle, slide on. Clear item is backspace. That's important. Clear weapon is... Oh, it wasn't apostrophe, it was grav. Okay. The grav. Okay, yes, you simply cannot jump while your sword is out in any way. No jumping with a sword, because jump and block are the same button.
Well done. Run and jump across
Okay.
the gap to the other side of the stream. Good jump.
Thanks, man. I'll say this. Garrett has a very, very good horizontal leap. That's impressive.
Yeah.
This obstacle is easy to climb if you know how. First, move close to the wall. Next, jump to grab the edge of the wall and pull yourself up. Good job. I am most pleased with your progress. You have passed the last test.
Honestly,
If you wish, you may stay to practice your climbing and jumping, or swimming, ducking, leaning, or crawling. When you are finished, you may return to your chambers by going through that red door. Farewell.
this move where you jump at something that's like waist or chest height and grab onto it and climb up is a very common part of an action game character's repertoire now.
Maybe one of them. But I found other uses for those skills.
Yoink. But this might be the first game I remember being able to do that in. All right, look at that. We're already professional keepers. Easy. That's all it takes.
Okay.
One thing you do have to say for this game is that it is just like, it has got a style, and it is all the way committed to that style.
I have a simple job planned for this evening. Break into a guarded mansion, steal another fat nobleman's priceless trinket, and leave quietly. Lord Bafford is out of town, and rumor has it that the captain of his house guard went with him as a bodyguard. The time is ripe for a bit of burglary. The front gate of Lord Bafford's manor is always guarded, and the main street is far too exposed. But Cuddy tells me there's a better way in, around to the side, more out of the way. One guard, and likely no witnesses to complicate matters. The piece Cuddy wants is a scepter. Silver, jewels, the usual adornments. It should command a high price. Bafford, like most of his kind, probably keeps his treasures on the top floor of the place, close to his heart, and far from his servants. No point in waiting. I have Cuddy's old sketches of the place, and everyone who's going to be asleep inside already is. It's time to begin.
Stealing.
The voice acting. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I would say the voice acting's okay.
Yeah, it's got character. It's got, again, there's this like
There's a tone to it.
yeah, there's a really developed tone to it, even like right away at the beginning of the first game. You can see like how this caught people's imaginations. Also, Lord Bafford's prized jeweled back massager there.
Mm-hmm.
Try to do it without causing too much commotion. Sneak in, case the place, and so in addition to pinching the scepter, we have to steal additional money, and the amount of stuff you have to steal goes up by per difficulty, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Once we've achieved other objectives, get out of the manor house, back to the city streets. Okay, easy. So, we have some gear that we get to start with. Some broadhead arrows, some water arrows. You'll notice, you're going to see what these are for. A healing potion, my sword, and my blackjack, which they did not train us on, but it's pretty straightforward. You just thwack guys with it. If you hit them when they're not aware of you, they pass out, you know.
And you count to 21.
And then we have a shop here. We actually do have to like manage an economy. So you are stealing money not just because it is an objective, but because you want to be able to load up for the next mission.
Okay.
And you just kind of get dropped on the streets of the city. And this was wild. For the time, this was wild. So here's the front gate.
Too many to try to get by here.
You can hear Garrett giving us some feedback on our plan here. And there's like a portion of the city to run around and explore and perhaps find sneaky paths through. And I think this is pretty cool. Garrett is taller than a lot of doorways in this city is the thing I'm noticing immediately, which is weird. Let's just have a look around. This place is probably like a pub or a tavern or something. You have to forgive me. I'm going to be a little bit clumsy on the side steps still. If you go killing innocent people on this difficulty, I believe a single innocent death immediately loses you the game. I think you can kill innocent people on the low difficulty. And then on the high difficulty, you can't kill anybody, even the kinds of people who might want you dead. But like, look at this stuff. It's got a real sort of like fantasy vibe without it being too like, you know, the life of Garrett is pretty low down and gritty.
Yeah.
But I like being sort of amongst these wonders here, and they're not just wonders of like
How's it going?
Yep, we're good, we're cool. I'm definitely allowed to be here. Hello.
I mean, I'd say that's actually my favorite kind of fantasy, is the kind where it's a little grungy, and the characters are a little. I'm not so much for like the high fantasy aspect of fantasy literature. I like the kind of like Fafhrd and the Mouse are like two of my favorites, right? My two favorite characters, those stories, and it definitely tried to go into a sewer to sneak around to plan a theft.
Ooh, check that out. Loot. Also, I think I just pulled up this sluice gate here. So this is at least the part of town that the manor is in. I'm not 100% sure if we're underneath it because I don't know exactly how big it is. That's a guard. Without knowing whether we're in a place we're not supposed to be, I think that guy might be drunk.
It's amazing.
Okay, let's creep forward a little bit here. Will he go and investigate that? No, but he does have a lot of bottles around him. All right, who's ready for stealth?
Me.
Damn it, that's right. That's not the sidestep button. Because he's got a key. I would like his key. Beautiful. Perfect.
That was amazing.
Incredible.
And you'll get the hang of the
You
sidesteps.
possibly need
Because
any
I found that
more?
sidestep takes a while to figure out in video games.
I thought I heard footsteps, so I bailed. Oh, here's a little blind alley. Doesn't actually go anywhere. But we found some kind of key here. Oh, so that other guard is in alert mode because he has found an unconscious body.
Is this the sort of game where you can hide bodies?
It is. I can actually go and pick that dude up and move him. I'm in the open. No. Let's see if we can lose him. Nope, I got stuck on the... Oh, no. That thing on the ground there has collision even when it's in the down state. Ow. Murder. Murder. All right, well, clumsiness. We'll just take this corpse and throw it in the corner here. Nope. Drop it. Garrett. Garrett. Drop it. There we go. It's actually very very particular. This is an unconscious body. It is careful to note the difference. And I like the way that our gate is uneven when we have the body. Like that's a cool little thing. Okay, inventory. There we go. Got us access to it's the outhouse. Nope. Back up. Back up. Close it. Okay. Right, I have to put away my sword before I can Whenever you hear him gasp like that, that's me trying to jump. Friends, that looks unwise. Well, I don't think it was good for us to come over here at all. This is not useful. Damn it. If you interrupt the opening swing of the door in any way, it doesn't complete when you get out of the way. It's just stopped and you have to close it and reopen it. Okay, well, all of that was kind of for naught. Let me go back down here and try again. Because we generally want to be going that way. But I think also a little bit this way. Clearly I didn't quite... Was this a dead end over here, or could I have gone somewhere else? No, this was a dead end. All right. I'm not even sure we can access the banner by sewer. I'm just kind of, doing the thing I would do in any other game. There is, of course, the back courtyard that we were told to go through, but going where I'm told is definitely like plan C. Always.
I have noticed this about you.
Okay, nope, we're still just out on the street. This is some kind of power something. That's world building is what that is, I'll tell you what. So I have murdered a guard at this point, but I don't think all guards will magically know that. I think we're probably cool. So, I don't know exactly what is openable or what is climbable. This is where we started. Oh. The other thing I was just saying about how they won't all magically know, apparently maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, bring it. I'm an incredible fighter. Okay. The guards hit really hard.
Okay.
Again, you're not supposed to be fighting. Don't kill the servants, etc. I did nothing. Replay. Let's go again.
A few too many to try to get by here.
All right, so to enter the back courtyard. Let's look at the map. So here's the front entrance. That's bad. There's an
That's
arrow
really
cache over
charming.
here. Cuddy, where'd you put those arrows? Hold on. If that's the front corner of the building, then the arrow cache should be like right around here, right? In what way is there an arrow cache here? Maybe I'm reading the map wrong, but this is about where it should be, right?
I think so.
So let's see here. Yeah, right before the like the harsh turn. I don't see anything. It's not like on or under the lamppost or... Alright, well, I'm not going to stress about it. We're not going to need a lot of arrows. That's my feeling. Oh wait, here's another harsh corner. Maybe this is where the map was supposed to be indicating there's an arrow cache. Are there arrows down here by any chance? Not that I can see. Alright, well, while we're down here, we should remember to grab that treasure that we found the first time. Because, you know, loot. The whole point of being a thief is to make off with people's gold. And it doesn't really matter whether that gold is covered in, you know, whatever it would be covered in down here. So maybe this outhouse area is the right. Yeah, guard well. Oh, the well leads to a basement entrance, and it's not connected. Well leads to basement via waterway, but it's not the same waterway.
Okay.
And then he's got a very rough interior sketch. All right, this is the intel we have to work with. Oh, Garrett. Okay, there we go. I was stuck momentarily on the masonry there. All right, so we are definitely not allowed to be in here. We got to get into the well building, and I believe there's a crouch button too. Let me make sure. I would feel better if I was crouched, personally. F, it's a toggle. Okay.
I mean, really, every time you block, you should be crouching as well.
Yeah. Is that real sword fighting advice, or are you doing a joke?
I'm doing a joke.
Just lift this.
Possibly be any more helpful.
Come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Get inside. Close door. Lock it behind us. Okay. We did it. Okay, and then I fell down the well. So notice that meter down in the lower right, that is our breath meter. That is how drowning is displayed. It slowly decreases in length as we spend time underwater. So Garrett can hold his breath for actually a pretty impressive amount of time. I want to make sure I'm not missing any like loot that's just laying along the bottom of the passageway here. Doesn't look like we have anything to... What is this? All right, hold on. Let me grab a little oxygen here. It also does take a minute for your breath to recover. We're going to check this way first, and then we're going to go back to the tunnel. Something's going to connect to the rest of the estate somewhere. Hello, this looks like a way out. And indeed, just a great big smashed wall here. Okay.
Very convenient.
This looks like a good way forward to me.
Yeah.
We're just going to create a save here. And then I'm going to go and check out that tunnel. And probably not drown. It does feel like, relative to a lot of modern games, our maximum move speed here feels pretty low to me.
Yeah.
It feels like the fast move speed is what we would consider a walk in basically any other game. The move speed when you're holding down the go slow button is torturous. Huh, that's a weird little divot in the ground. Oh, creatures. Look at these giant spider monsters. I mean, giant spider relative, obviously. Uh-oh. I love your little walk animation. You'll notice that it's very, very slow for Garrett to change weapons or aim or swing the sword.
You're not supposed to kill innocents, sweetheart.
Those spiders were biting me. Look, I took damage. Also, I think their corpses have collision, and they're preventing me from moving. Okay. Can I search them? I cannot search them. Ah, here's the arrow that I missed with. May as well just pick that back up. And what were these spiders guarding?
Since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
It looks like it's empty. It looks like that was a whole lot of nothing. Okay, well.
Those poor spiders.
Those poor spiders. I do feel bad for them. Yeah, combat is clumsy. Garrett is very bad at switching weapons. He's very bad at, doing things quickly because of the way the inventory system works and everything. You are meant to try to play the game from a position of command. You got to keep the situation under control. If you get into a desperate spot, you are going to feel desperate. Which I like, you know?
Yeah.
That's a good way of mechanically communicating character.
Inside
the toggle
at
here.
last.
These crates searchable at all? No. But I can pick them up and also throw them at people. There's someone in here.
I've been thinking. The sir could really beef up security. So. What do you mean? What's wrong with us?
Couple of someone's.
We're fine. But I've been thinking we should watch the outside.
Oh, I see. I see.
I can't back up. I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. It is very easy to get stuck on the geometry. Okay, that's a window through which we can see the guards. Obviously, we would prefer to deal with the guards from a distance. Or by sneaking up on them. But these things are not always possible. So, what we are going to do here is just modify the situation we find ourselves in a little bit with one of these water arrows. There you go. Look at that. Look at that darkness gem. Beautiful. So near as I can tell, the water arrow is basically like it's like a water balloon tied to an arrow. And it lets you, in some areas, modify the lighting. Some areas, of course, are going to be lit by things that are not so affected. Okay, probably in our best interest to kill that. You get familiar with the arc of the arrows real fast. Notice metal grating on the floor. We be careful of this. I'm going to stand up. We're looking for valuables and stuff. It's going to be loud. This is just going to take us to the other end of that guards patrol area. So notice that even when I'm in the dark, my light gem lights up a little bit more when I'm moving than when I'm stationary. So there's a guard up here, and I don't know what his deal is. We haven't done any observation. Is he stationary? Nothing over here. Because if he's stationary, obviously we have a move. He seems stationary. I like the very subtle musical sting when you knock someone out. All right, we're just gonna drop this body in the shadow over here. You don't have anything on you, do you? No, it doesn't look like it. And if he did, we would have to target it individually and like pull it off of his belt, like we did with the guard outside by the outhouse. Okay, a lot of these chests are just empty. We don't need drink, but I'll take an apple. In fact, oh, not that. There we go. Just eat that apple immediately because we did take a little bit of spider damage. I think it's the case that you can smash barrels and crates open with the sword, but like, I don't know what the noise on that is, and I don't think it's likely to be worth it here.
Sounds like it'd be loud, yeah.
So unfortunately, electric lighting does exist in places, also sometimes just like covered lights. The old water arrow, not too effective in such cases. I mean, it doesn't seem like anyone's around. Let's verify. Let's investigate some mechanics. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I misremember. Yeah, doesn't seem like it. Okay. Well, that is very good to know then. This staircase is so dangerous with sidestep not being on the buttons I'm used to it being on. Okay. Wait, I think I heard someone. Heard something. Sleeping servants, maybe? I think it's snoring. We found a vase. I don't really want this.
Well, you need valuables. Is that a valuable?
No. That went down so loudly. No, you'll be able to tell the difference. When we pick up like a loot item, it makes a particular sound and it goes into our loot inventory. An item that we hold in our hands like that is just like a thing you can throw. So we have a pretty limited number of water arrows. So we only have 6 left. And I do want to be cautious with them.
Yeah.
This is very much a game about managing, limited resources and stuff. I don't know if you've ever heard of such a thing in a game.
Never. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just give players everything they need all the time with no consequences? Isn't that what people want?
Isn't that really the only way to have fun? The light's a little bit... All right. There's definitely somebody in there. Look at the professionalism, the incredible thieving skill and finesse. I'm just gonna drop your ass in here. Now, is this valuable? Doesn't look like it. Just a goblet. Okay. I hear other footsteps. Are they coming to investigate my goblet throw? I guess really I should have arrows knocked. Like this is how we actually want to deal with a guard if we get surprised. The sword is like extremely a tool of last resort. If I remember correctly, and this is coming to you through 3 decades of fog, very nearly. I think if you get hit while knocking an arrow, it completely unknocks. Like it's literally not possible to use the bow while under melee attack.
I mean, that makes sense.
We'll definitely steal all your food. That seems good. Plates worth anything? Oh, maybe. They're going into my inventory rather than into my hands, so... Gosh, this area is large. I think through there's a person. I believe that's what I'm hearing. That's area B? Where am I on this map? What do you think? So we came up through the basement entrance. There's an interior courtyard with a pool somewhere. And... oh, bloody hell. I mean, these are more or less got to be the stairs, yeah? No? No, this ain't the stairs. That looks valuable.
Thought I saw something.
That guard thought he saw something. We should not be here. Let's retreat to a darkened stairwell and take a second to assess. So, okay, we've got 205 value in gold, 100 in gems, 50 in general goods. So we've hit our 355 already. We also did steal some dinner plates. They're not worth anything. He's coming this way. I really like that you can only hold the arrow at full. You can only hold the bow at full pull for a couple of seconds, and then your aim starts to get wavy.
Hmm.
All right, enough of that. I think they don't wake up on their own. I think once you've knocked a guard out, they're dealt with. And I don't know if the other guards can wake them. That might not even be a thing in this game. Again, we're definitely playing off of sort of like half memories. All right. Now that we've dealt with the guard patrolling this area, let's have a little bit more of a look around. This is definitely where the fancy stuff gets kept, like all of this art. Is this real art? Some of this looks like it might be real world art, maybe.
Maybe. I don't recognize any of it. But
Here's
I'm
the
not
thing.
sure.
I'm profoundly uncultured.
I don't think that's true. You have told me about so many cultural things that I didn't know about.
Okay, that's a staircase. I care about a staircase. Let's see about this. So yeah, we're definitely in the B area of the castle. Don't really know what to make of that. What's this? To all staff, the sir will be taking his dinner and evening out tonight, so domestics and manservants have the night free. Housekeep is still expected to finish the quarters and general polish. The house guard is not to find this an opportunity to shirk, and lapses will be brought up with the sir. Cedric. Love, Cedric. Okay, well, here's stairs that go up anyway. Is this going to be... No, this isn't actually a... Well, it might be stuff we can steal, though. You know, there are stairs to the upper floor. That's all we really are looking for.
Yeah.
Also, you know, cheeses and breads of various kinds.
Oh, yes.
That looks valuable. Hell yeah. Okay, I don't think it is a secret passage. It looks weird, though, doesn't it?
You have a painting in the little study room?
I don't know, just like the position of it. Something, it felt off to me. Well, that looks valuable. It is interesting, though, like you pick things up and it doesn't immediately give you the value of them. You have to stop and assess them in your bag later. Oh, there's someone. There is someone. I am so nervous. You can see how something like this might get kind of scary, right?
Yeah. Sure.
There is like... That's creepy. There's like a significant amount of time potentially at stake through any particular failure. Your ability to defend yourself is actually very limited. I tried to put the bow away without firing, and I guess I didn't press the button hard enough. I'm gonna engage in a technique that's known as the coward save. We're gonna try to press forward here.
Did that shadow move?
Nope, you didn't see nothing. Oh god.
Can't hear it anymore. Probably nothing.
Okay, no, I got him. How do I...
Just one?
Yeah, I think I hit him in the neck, which, as we know from the cinematic, is a single hit kill. Creepy ass statues, come on. It's not, maximal professionalism, but it is me still being alive, and I have strong feelings about that. Shit. I did not mean to roll that corpse down the stairs. That's on me as a little bit of clumsiness. But yeah, there's creepy statues all over the place, and I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel the tension already. Okay, that looks like it goes to the upper floor.
So I assume we haven't gotten to the part yet where you got scared.
No, it's not. Well, it's certainly not in this mission. Shit is creepy though, right? And like this guy's holding one of them big hammers.
Yeah.
A statue of the hammers.
Now, are we gonna meet the hammers?
Yeah, we're gonna get to know a lot more about the sort of the
Okay.
factions of the city over time. They're taking a gradual introductory sort of vibe here. This looks fake. Nope, you can't slide this aside to be an entrance at all. What if I cut it down? Huh, that actually did work.
Wow.
It was so obvious, right? Like that it was something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know where the hell we're going now.
Yeah, that was neat. This is so immersive and simulation at the same time.
Okay, this seems risky.
No, you got this.
Given how good I am at controlling this game. So that's a guy. Well,
Who's there? Is someone there?
I'm moving slowly and I'm crouched. There's nothing I can do to eliminate the noise entirely.
Oh, well. Guess it was nothing.
Okay, I'm feeling a lot better now that we're in a place where he literally can't see me.
Must have
Should we
been
kill him?
imagining things.
It doesn't feel very professional, and if I kill him and some other guard happens across his corpse, it's gonna be fucking full alert and...
Yeah.
But I don't know where I'm going elsewise. And if we're gonna just drop down onto one of those to drop down onto the floor, then he may as well be dead, yeah?
Sir? Was that you?
Maybe.
I'm gonna drop him.
Nothing here now.
This is why we need to have like a boxing glove arrow to knock people out. That did not kill him.
No, and then he rang one of the big fucking... Damn it.
Hey, you! Can I get some help over here?
There.
I heard something.
I don't think they know. See, this is my concern. My concern is that we're going to get over here and there's not going to be another way into the wall. That this is just a way of entering this room from the top. And sure enough, seems to be. And so what we are supposed to be doing here is dropping down. Well, it'll at least be, you know, dark over here. Oh, fell a little bit earlier than I intended. We go recover my arrow, but if we do that, we're not going to be able to get back out, so... I don't know where that dude ran to. And we only have 4 water arrows left. There's so much light in this room. All right, I'm gonna just go. Hello.
It's a throne room. How pretentious can you get?
You tell him, Garrett. Well, I guess we're good, right? That's our objectives.
Yeah.
Don't kill the servants. Get back out. Okay.
Okay, you can do this.
I can do this. So, we saw guards run both of these directions.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's hoping that the key that I have opens the doors, the interior doors as well. It fucking doesn't. Let's try this way. Uh-oh.
Okay, but there's a way.
I don't think we can jump high enough to mantle this. No.
Okay.
No, we cannot. All right, there's got to be a way out. There's got to be a way out.
Yeah, because that wasn't the only way in the way we came in. There had to be another way in here, right?
Well, the doors.
And, okay, so there's...
Definitely can't fit through these. Secret buttons on the throne. Doesn't look like it. All right.
And there's not more hallway beyond those doors, are there? It's
On
dark,
the other
so it's hard for
side.
me to-
On the other side of them. All right.
Okay.
I have a plan. We're gonna we're gonna execute a save, and then I have a plan.
Okay.
It's harder to ring the gong than I thought it was gonna be.
You want to try the big?
Okay, just click use on it. Okay. I definitely summoned someone.
Your dog meat.
I thought he was gonna strike. He doesn't actually attack very much. Ow. Well, let me try that again.
Okay.
So he had the key.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's basically the move. All right, I'm gonna try just cracking him with an arrow. Stop moving.
That's it. You, I hear you there.
Oh, there's two of them. Oh God! Please die. Bow fighting in sword play. Bad. So it summoned two of them. But I think this is the trap I've fallen into by alerting them. This is the situation that we find ourselves in. I'm going to try doing sword play more. But we are going to start with an arrow.
That's it. You've had it.
Ooh, you know what I don't know is if they are capable of friendly firing each other.
Die!
Just holding the block button does not make you immune to sword strikes. You do have to like put your sword in such a place that it's affecting their
Fucking
strike.
chip damage.
Fucking chip damage. All right, new plan. Brilliant plan. We're gonna approach this like a thief would approach it.
I can't imagine.
So I'm in the dark. I am, in theory, covered. One of those guards has a key on his hip. The other one might also. I actually don't know. It sounds like maybe the one left. Yeah, you definitely have a key. Okay, we're fully in the dark. Fully in the dark. Just don't do anything weird. Oh, okay. That has limited efficacy. That's probably for the best that, like, you're not literally invisible. Holy crow, this guy. Damn it. That's better, though.
That's better.
I can get just one of them by hiding. And then now that I know that I can't get out of this just by remaining in the dark, it will goad me into trying things. Now, I think the blackjack probably doesn't work because he's in the alerted state, would be my guess.
Okay.
Did they both leave? I think they both left. You assholes. Okay, they just opened the door. Switch. Ow. Yeah, I feel like
Your teeth out.
he double strikes is what's happening. His first hit knocks my guard away, and then the second hit actually hits me. Wait, I've got an even better plan.
Is this a better plan?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
I love it. I love this plan. It's such a good plan. It's the thing about it. Oh, hello. Now listen, we could just leave. And perhaps, with all the guards alerted, I should. But also, look at all this treasure. So I think this is our Lord's bedchamber, where he was keeping all of his valuable stacks of coins. And this bottle, which I am now carrying and have no way of dropping safely. There's a guard in the hall. I'm just a little terrified of the guard in the hall. We're gonna save over the dead save. Okay. Wow, that dude's got sharp hearing. I'm trying to fight him in a sort of a disadvantageous position because he swings high a lot. This is actually working.
Yeah. You killed a lot of people, sweetheart.
I'm very bad at the game. All right, I think that guy's like right out there.
Back here and fight.
He thinks we've run. He thinks we've fled. That's probably for the best. Please just continue thinking that. It does seem like fighting them from below is the hot strategy though. They almost never swing downward. He is absolutely walking away. Just updating my coward save here.
Oh, this is delightful.
Okay, now maybe we should leave though,
I'm watching you play a game the way I play games.
Alright, it's very dark here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly where he went. What's in here? Is it more loot? Potentially. We found the library.
Raise them, or if it's just for show.
Garrett's very judgmental about the rich, and I am here for it.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh.
I mean, the thing about the rich is that they're not really people.
Lord Bafford. A recent delivery of antiquities from Bone contains several items which we felt might be of interest to you. Descriptions follow, but you are welcome to drop by our shop to examine them or our other goods in person. An ornamental scepter. The body of the stave is weirwood carved in the star and dot pattern. 6 inches of the ferrule and 5 inches of the grip are bound with burnished copper, overlaid by ink and glaze, crocodile varnish, etc. Okay. A treasure box of 2 feet by 3 feet of silver birchwood. The lid is of inlaid perline and onyx in a maze pattern. Hey. Beneath the compartments is a lockable 2-inch false bottom for your most valuable treasures. Did we see a treasure box? I mean, his bedroom's right back over there. Hello? Just take this. I mean, hold on. Did we see a treasure box? Because, like, what if I left and he wasn't broke? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the embarrassment? We didn't. Oh, I wonder where it is. How devoted am I to finding it? Not that devoted, actually.
Go!
I'm not going to be able to outrun this dude. Ow, fuck.
Die!
No, I refuse. Oh, we found his pool. Here's the problem. Don't know where I'm going. Open, 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 open. Okay, that actually does open. Oh my god. Here we go. Now I've got you. Come on, please die, please die, please die.
Do you have any food to eat, sweetheart?
I just had to find some stairs. Yes, I absolutely do. Here's some papyrus. Hold on.
You can't eat that.
Can I use it though? What does it do? Aha! I can. Speaks he sell to Guinea, did you bid? Drakbone, the hammer hearts have been fucking okay. Grabbing many a one to vanish in the cold stone down below their 4G chain cells. Tooks they your dealer Tarkus in their clutches night past. Who writes like this? Well, this is creepy. It's creepy news. Also, so difficult to read. Of course, the lack of blame to one hand, but I gave Ginny a firm understands he blood and doom in the whole book, so he'll be learning him and all he can about how to turn the hammers off him. Never you fear. About your Victoria, nothing yet. Walks she an inch above the ground, for all the dirt of her footprints have I found. So Lord Bafford is looking for some Victoria. Well, in any case, here we go. Loaf? Not actually getting any health back. Those aren't valuable. There's not actually anything of value in this room aside from the stairs, which make us the world's greatest combatant. The good news is I think we've killed the interior patrolling guards, and we can afford to be a little bit more aggressive with our movements now.
It's really weird the stairs work like that, though, because traditionally, when someone has the high ground, it's the other person that gets their limbs chopped off.
Gosh, it's almost like that's some kind of reference or something. How strange. What a strange thing to say. How the hell did we get out of here? Oh, a different interior pool. Man, this place is, it's actually quite impressive in scale. Well, I mean, we can't go out through the front, right?
For our first level, too, this is...
Yeah. We can't go out through the front, that's for sure. So I guess we're just going back the way we came. And back the way we came is over here. Oh. Saw guard. We could get back out. We could get down those stairs and toward the front door, but I just feel like it's probably not wise. God, there's footsteps that are so close to us, but I think they're above us. Hold on, though. Nobody saw nothing. Okay, this little room has no objects in it. I am definitely like living in absolute terror. Just get the blackjack out, and we're ready to make something happen in case something needs to happen.
Oh.
This is as fast as I can back up. You know what? Fuck this. Okay, bad news. I've gotten lost. I try closing the door on him. How did we get in here initially?
You asked for it.
Well, shit. Well, shit. So very exciting as I try to figure out how I found this place in the first place. Just running through the same rooms over and over again.
You're dead, pal.
Yeah, if you ever catch me, I have no doubt. That's a dead end. That's a dead end. He's right there. We are a little faster than they are.
I heard that noise. Show yourself. Is that you?
Okay, well, that's the front door. Doesn't seem to be a way to open it.
Identify yourself.
Amabel, quick. Strategies.
Are you able to look at the map without getting chopped?
I don't know if it pauses time.
Oh, hey.
I think I lost him.
Okay.
I
And
think,
you got out?
I think if you just keep running like a chicken with your head cut off, they can't catch you. They are not as fast as you are.
Okay.
Stats. A lot of time in there. Found, you know, that's like 2/3 of the loot. Pockets picked a few. Backstabs 0. Okay, so apparently that's a mechanic. I can probably kill a guard with a single sword strike from behind while they're unaware, would be my guess. Innocents killed, none. Others 6. Classic. That's just that classic thief gameplay there.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, so remember ye that. So the hammers are kind of
I went to Cuddy's
intense.
place to deliver the scepter, but
Yeah.
Cuddy wasn't there. He'd been arrested by the Hammerites. Apparently, they didn't approve of his occupation, and I doubt they approve of mine. So hopefully they'll never catch sight of me when I break him out of their prison. Which is what I'm going to do. They're holding Cuddy in a mining complex carved out of a quarry. The quarry's flooded, but the Hammers still work the top-level mines and have converted part of the complex into a penitentiary for those who violate their tenets. An associate of mine was confined there and has provided me with a map. It would be difficult to get in by way of the main gate, but there is another option. The mines break the surface of a hill south of the quarry. I'll drop into the mines and head for the prison, which will be found somewhere uphill and to the north. The Hammers don't venture into these lower mine levels because they're reputed to be haunted. I'd rather not have to do this job, but Cuddy's a reliable fence, and I don't appreciate the Hammerites abducting him. And he owes me money for the Bafford job.
Well, there you go. How's that for motivation?
Yeah.
Your map doesn't actually show you the way through your mines, through the mines, so you're gonna have to scout around and make your way to where they hold the prisoners. Cuddy still owes you for the Bafford job. If you want your money, you do have to get him out of there. Issit the beggar borrowed your lucky hand of glory, and knowing him, probably hid it from the Hammer's body search in ways you'd rather not think about. Get it back. There's bound to be some pricey religious icons in any Hammer complex. We should also come out here with at least 500 worth, you know, just kind of general value worth of their stuff. I'm going to tell you something right now.
Yeah.
We're getting closer to the... I did not make it that far into the game. So, we have some new tools here. A moss arrow, a noisemaker arrow for specifically drawing attention to an individual, you know, to a place. And also, we can purchase additional intel with what we managed to scrounge up from the last job. Healing potions as well, way more effective at actually restoring health. And speed potions, in case you need to, say, run desperately while a dozen guards chase you around. And we'll be able to save right after this. So
Okay.
I'm going to let's buy the info. I'm curious. A former prisoner of Crag's Cleft says he has info about the haunted mines. Stuff I'd love to know. These moss arrows are 125 each, but they're definitely useful. I don't want to be caught without any healing potions. Let's buy a healing potion. We still have 278. So we have 10 water arrows. That feels like a bunch. Can't afford a speed potion. I don't know how effective the speed potions really are anyway. I'm going to buy both the moss arrows. And we're going to see if this is a foolish loadout. So, we have those tips and hot tips as actual inventory items that we can read. And that's definitely how we're going to start the next episode. But this is where we're going to call it for today. And thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully they're not all going to get that long, but we had to do a tutorial, and then I still am kind of unfamiliar with the controls. It is very weird. It is very weird having to, juggle multiple versions of walking and then Z and C as this like weird sidestep where you can't take half steps, and it's all just a little awkward. We were still learning. There was still so much to learn. But when you come back next time, we're going to try breaking our pal Cuddy out of prison. And apparently the mines are haunted, so that's going to be fun to navigate. And we'll see you then.